Previously on TSR Live.
Dudes do not like fat women. And if there are any women watching this, you guys are, oh my God, some guys out there like fat chicks. No, they don't. Any man with a healthy sexual appetite, we don't like fat women. Ironclad proof of this is in the porn searches. Now listen, I don't have the statistics in front of me, but I can tell you this. When most men fire up their laptop for some old chicken choking, some jerking off action, right? They're not searching for fat chicks, guys. They're searching for the hotties. They're searching for they're searching for fake tits or big. They're not putting in fat girls. Nobody wants to watch fat women having sex. And if they don't want to watch fat women having sex, they damn sure don't want to fuck fat girls.
And now your man, Donovan Sharp.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. Of course her parents don't have a problem with me being black. She's past the wall. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome. So you got drunk at a frat party, then fucked the football team? You're not a rape victim, sweetheart. You're a slut.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, knowledge, and awareness. We are presented by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on planet Earth. I've used it for over 3 years now, so I can certainly vouch for its effectiveness. It is Thursday. My mistake. Actually, it is Friday, January 12th, 2018. We are broadcasting live across 4 different platforms. Shout out to E. Hawthorne A with the $2 super chat. I actually saw him in the Instagram live feed. And he's made the transition over here to YouTube. But we are broadcasting live across 4 different platforms. This is the TSR multicast. We are broadcasting on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously. And like I alluded to earlier, for those of you in Instagram, you guys got to participate in the pre-show Q&A. We had a brief conversation about jiu-jitsu, talked a little bit about cryptocurrency, things of that nature. So if you guys want to get involved with that, follow me on Instagram, The Sharp Reality, no spaces, all one word, and tune in anywhere between 5:30 and 5:45 Eastern Standard Time if you have any questions you'd like me to address, or if you just want to shoot the shit, get a look at what goes on behind the scenes before I jump on the air. You can contribute via Super Chat, just like E. Hawthorne did. But if you want 100% of your contribution to make it to the show, you can donate through my Streamlabs link, which I am putting in both chat sections now. That is Streamlabs. It's www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp. I certainly don't mind you donating through Super Chat. Shout out to Riz Jeezy. Or Rizgeezy, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, who just donated $5 in Super Chat, and he says, agree, have nothing to lose. I guess responding to the title of the show, why you should always try to fuck her on the first date. But only 70% of your Super Chat, guys, gets to the show, which is fine if that's what you want to do, if that's what's easier for you. But if you want more bang for your buck, if you want to make a bigger impact, streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp is your best option. Later on in the show, I'm gonna put a longtime listener who is an undercover hater on blast. Listen, this guy's been an undercover hater for quite a while, since way back in episode in the 30s. And here I am. I'm at episode 185. This is 150 episodes ago. This nigga's been hating on me for a while, and it's time to call this dude out and expose his dumb ass, so you'll definitely want to see that, so stay tuned for that. DJ Batman says, do you shoot out PayPal or not? Yeah, right here. This is my PayPal link. You go to that link, you can donate via PayPal. You guys can see you can donate with your PayPal, via PayPal. You can use Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, etc., etc. That's what it is. ATF42, goddammit, there he goes already. There you go, man. I swear to God, this dude, ETF42 always knows. I swear to God, this dude has the same kind of game I do and the same kind of game knowledge, or this dude has hacked my computer. I swear to God that ETF42 is clairvoyant as fuck, and I'm going to address that as well. Well, let's get to it before ETF 42 spoils the entire show. Of course, I say that, I say that tongue in cheek. Absolutely. A lot of men ask me via email, super chat, Twitter, Facebook, Donovan, how do I close the deal on the first date? Or Donovan, what's the best strategy to use to try to fuck a girl on the first date? Now, the answers to those questions are both vast and plentiful, right? And while I've never really addressed them directly live on air, I have talked about different techniques, different strategies here and there on past episodes that I have done. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with the $2 super chat. Says Friday. Yep. Friday shows are always good. But I've talked about closing the deal on the first date with women here in the past. Now, within the next month or so, just to give you guys sort of a a preview, I'm going to talk about a few of the techniques that I have used myself to close the deal on the first date or the first meetup. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's probably going to be here within the next month or the next month or so. But a question I've been seeing floating around the manosphere these days is, should I try to sleep with her on the first date? Will she like me more if I don't try to fuck her the first time we meet up? Well, the short answer to those questions are fuck yes and fuck no, respectively. You should always try to fuck her on the first date. I'm going to give you guys 4 very good reasons why. Let's get to it. Number 1, it shows your masculinity. Listen, girls want masculinity. They want men. Masculine men try to fuck women. Bottom line, trying to fuck her shows that your testosterone levels are high. Guys, listen, markers of high testosterone are markers of masculinity. That's attractive to women, okay? Muscle mass, muscle tone, facial hair, body hair, nothing ridiculous. You don't want to look like a fucking bear. Some guys can't help it. Listen, some women love hairy men, but all, a strong jawline. Listen, all of these things are markers of masculinity, including a high sex drive. Subconsciously, the feminine hard drive, they want the best genes. They want the best genetics. The body wants to mate with what they believe is the best physically, genetically superior male available to her. Now, not all of the genes she is looking for are physical. Some are actually mental. You could look masculine, but you might not be masculine, right? Like, listen, there are a lot of bodybuilders out here, a lot of guys who look good that are very effeminate, okay? If you look masculine, but you don't try to fuck her, she knows you probably have low testosterone, all right? And listen, she might even think you're gay if you don't try to fuck her. Listen, some girls take offense if you don't try to fuck them. They may or may not reject you. They may have no intention of sleeping with you. But she'll go home later that night and be like, oh my God, he didn't try to fuck me. What's wrong with me? And we'll get to that later on. Showing masculinity throughout the date is great, right? We know how to escalate. We know how to use what we call Kino, which is very strategic touching, getting her used to being touched by you, getting her used to being told what to do by you, etc., etc. Okay? But if you don't finish the deal, if you don't finish off, if you don't show congruence later on in the night by trying to fuck her, okay, being masculine and trying to fuck her, she's going to think you're fake or running PUA game. She's going to think that everything you've done has been scripted. And listen, girls have a supernatural sense of figuring out men who are congruent and men who are not. You can look the part, you can know all the lines, but at the end of the day, she knows what's what. And you can have all the lines, you can touch her in all the right places. At the end of the night, if you don't try to fuck her, she's going to think to herself, okay, this guy is not who he presented himself to be. This guy is not who I thought he was. Your actions at the end of the night absolutely have to match your actions at the beginning and the middle. Okay? And get this, guys, trying to fuck her on the first date does not mean you're not a gentleman. Guys, listen, you can be a gentleman all you want to. If you don't try to fuck you, she's not going to remember you being a gentleman. Women want men who are masculine gentlemen, okay? But if you don't try to fuck her, she's not going to remember that. She's not going to remember that gentlemanly masculinity. All she'll remember is that you didn't try to fuck her. And then she starts to question your sexual orientation, your sex drive, her own sexual attractiveness, and like I said, I'll talk about that later, and your own masculinity. Okay? And if she questions your masculinity, she questions your manhood. And if a woman even starts to question your manhood, she has already lost attraction for you, and it doesn't matter what you look like, guys. Listen, a guy can be a complete asshole through the night. She will go on a second date with him if she's attracted to him. She will go out on a second date with him if he tries to fuck her. But she will stonewall the gentleman who try to respect her. You get her home at the end of that, you make all the right moves, you don't try to fuck her. Hey, you break out your phone. Hey, you want to go out for a second date? No thanks, I'm busy. I'm going to go out with the asshole who tried to fuck me in the ass last night. I think I'm going to let him do that. This is how they want. This is what they want. Women want masculine men. And the ultimate way to show masculinity is to try to fuck her at the end of the night. Like I said, women in 2018, and this is a microcosm. This is one of the many sad examples of the deplorable state of women in 2018, is that they take it as an affront, as a sign of disrespect if you don't try to fuck them. Isn't that unbelievable? Like 50 years ago, you weren't a gentleman if you tried to fuck a girl on the first date. If you didn't try to fuck her, she was more turned on by you. You had more of a chance. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $1 super chat. Appreciate that. Girls take it as disrespect. They take it as an affront if you don't try to fuck them. It is unbelievable, but this is how it is. Number 2, if you try to fuck her on the first date, she will know that you are unafraid. She will know that you are fearless. Girls admire fearlessness, guys. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with the $1 super chat. So Brian has donated $4 here in the last 4 minutes. Appreciate that, BH. Girls admire fearlessness, guys. Fearlessness is another masculine quality, okay? If you don't try to fuck her, she might think that you are afraid to try. And guess what, gentlemen? Girls don't respect fear in men. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $1 super chat. Listen, keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. Dude, I'd love to listen to that sound all night long. Girls don't respect. They don't respect men who are afraid. Shout out to former White Knight who donated $2. He says, give me a second. Something about dated this Indian girl in college, laying a bit. Oh, yeah, right. He was talking about an Indian girl in college, okay, who was trying to save her virginity. He didn't fuck her, so apparently she was turned off. Okay? And guys, listen. Girls, like I said, girls don't respect fear in men. You can give her all the excuses in the world. You can tell her, I was trying to respect you. I wasn't ready yet, or whatever. She is going to assume that you are just afraid to fuck her. And 9 times out of 10, she's right. Shout out to Scott Davis with the $5 super chat. Says, thanks for sharing the knowledge. Great show. Appreciate that. Actually, no, that was Scott Davis just donated through my PayPal link. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $2 super chat. He says, no shout outs, just spamming. And he continues to throw money at the towers. Now, here's the deal, guys. You didn't fuck her. You didn't try to fuck her because you were afraid that she would reject you. She was right about your fear, okay? But what most men understand is that girls resisting sex, that doesn't mean she doesn't want to have sex with you. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $1 super chat. If she doesn't want to have sex with you, she would not have come back to your place in the first place, right? Now, something may change during that time, but so long as she's still there, even after you try to fuck her, you still have a chance, okay? And get this. And every single girl you try to fuck, if she wants to fuck you, if you are, how can I put this? If she is attracted to you, she wants you to try again. Guys, a girl rejecting you for sex is a shit test. That's what this is. Let's see how he handles rejection, she says to herself. Let's see how persistent she is. Shout out to Chiprola with the $5 donation. Why do women give attitude when they are interested in him? I'll get to that in just a second. Let me finish my thought. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $1 super chat. They want to know how you handle rejection. They want to see how persistent you are. Persistency, handling rejection, pressing forward, those are masculine qualities. That's fearlessness. They need to know subconsciously, the girl needs to know subconsciously that you don't just give up after you fail the first time. All right? If you're that dude, she'll assume that you are like this in all parts of your life. If you are afraid to try to fuck her, she'll assume that you're afraid with everything. She'll assume that you're afraid in your life, work, money, your friends, etc. And girls don't want to be around a guy who gives up. They want a man who pushes forward. Okay? I'll give you 2 examples. Example number 1. You try to fuck the girl. Okay? She stops you from taking her panties off, but she stays. Right? She wants you to try again. Okay? If she stays, she wants you to try again. That doesn't mean she wants to fuck you, but that doesn't mean she doesn't want to fuck you. But if she sticks around, she definitely wants you to try again. And if you don't, you are going to lose her. You can try 5 times and she can reject you all 5 times. If she is still in your house, she wants you to try again. Example number 2, you try to fuck the girl, she stops you from taking her panties off again, and she leaves immediately or she asks you to go home. Guess what, gentlemen? She didn't want to fuck you, right? Something you did turned her off between the time you brought her home and the time you tried to fuck her. If she leaves or asks you to take her home, she doesn't want you to try again, which is obvious because she is attempting to remove herself from the situation. You can't try to fuck nobody. That's what that is. If she sticks around, guys, she wants you to try again. She wants you to try to fuck her again. Shout out to former White Knight with the $2 super chat. He said, should I have taken the Indian girl's virginity? She was lying naked in front of me and I blew it. Yes, you absolutely should have taken that. She wanted you to try to fuck her. Absolutely. Boy, the donations and super chats are coming in like wildfire. I can barely keep up here. I appreciate it. Man, I wish every show was like this. This is great. Again, she wants you to try again if she sticks around. She wants to know, guys, that you have thick skin and can handle adversity and push through it to get what you want, which is her. Maybe she fucks you, maybe she doesn't. But no matter what happens, she will still respect you because she knows that you are fearless. If she agrees to a second meetup, she likes you. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $1 super chat. If she doesn't agree to a second meetup, she didn't want to fuck you in the first place. Either way, you have to respect, either way, you have her respect because you showed fearlessness. I'll give you another example here quickly. There was this girl that I was fucking with when I was down in Vegas. I actually mentioned her in episode 24, how I avoided a false domestic violence charge. Okay, she asked, and this was funny, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks after I started fucking her, shout out to Brian Hodgson, another $1 super chat. She says, why did it take you so long to fuck me? Like, she asked me this, like, she was utterly confused as to why I did not try to fuck her. V for Villain says he remembers that episode. Okay, now this was early on in my red pill development, but the answer, guys, is that I was scared, man. I was afraid of rejection. Now, fortunately for me, she really wanted to fuck me. Like, it didn't hurt my chances of fucking her because about a week after our first meetup, I fucked her 7 times in one night, guys. No lie, no exaggeration. I had a pack of 6 condoms. I used them all up. So the 7th time we wanted to fuck, I had to pull out and give her a facial, which, by the way, she absolutely loved. She's like, we don't have any condoms. I was like, dude, like, I fucked you 6 times. It's going to take me 6 hours to blow my load. I think it took me like a half an hour. But after that, dude, I pulled out, fucking splooged all over her face. But she wanted to know why I was afraid to fuck her, right? That was a shit test. I forgot what I told her. I think I said something like, well, I just wanted to make sure you weren't crazy. And guess what? She absolutely was. Because she, right? And I'll give you the backstory on this. So I'm fucking this girl for 5 or 6 months. And I decided I just don't want to fuck with her anymore. I think I was fucking another girl and I was dating another Mexican girl at that point. And I needed to trim down my roster. I was getting short on time. So I was going to try to wean her down. So I sent her a text message like, hey, Jennifer, that's what we'll call her. Not going to be able to make it this weekend, blah, 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 blah. So she's hitting me like, what's wrong? What did I do? I'm like, no, just relax. I just have some things I need to take care of. I got to take the weekend off. We'll continue on next weekend. Well, the intent was to sort of slowly fade out of her life until she got the point that I just didn't want to fuck with her anymore. This bitch calls me up and says, Donovan, I'm pregnant. Now, I immediately knew she was full of shit, but you never know, right? Like, I used condoms every time I fucked her. I was like, wait a minute. Like, I did fuck her that one time without a condom, but I didn't bust in her. But you know, pre-cum, you just never know, right? So I said, sit tight. So I drove to my local CVS and bought 2 pregnancy tests. Pro tip, guys, if she tells you she's pregnant, make her take it twice. Listen, you need to see the pee leave the vagina and hit the stick. Now, of course, at that point, she pissed 2 positive tests. Now she's crying, oh, I can't believe it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm out of here, you're crazy. On my way out the door, she calls the cops and says, I would like to report a domestic disturbance. So now I can't go anywhere because if I leave the scene, I'm automatically guilty, right? So she tells the dispatcher that I had choked her and slapped her and that I was holding her captive. So I kept my cool. Guys, I was scared shitless. This was the first time I'd ever encountered a situation like this. So on the way over, like, I think it took him like maybe 10 or it didn't take him long to get there because I'm a black guy. She's a white girl. They're definitely gonna, because she had to describe me to him. She's like, okay, well, and of course she sounds like she's a white girl. We'll describe him. Well, he's tall and he's black. I'm like, oh God, they're gonna send a fucking SWAT team. They're gonna fucking put a bullet in my head before I get to state my case. So between the time the cops got there, between the time she made the phone call and the time that the cops got there, I pulled out my phone and I hit the recording device and I said, look, why are you doing this? And she says, because, I don't want you to pull this bullshit. You're pulling away from me, da 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 da. I said, well, look, Jennifer, if you wanted to still be with me, you didn't have to lie about being pregnant and then lie to the cops about me hitting you. She says, I know I shouldn't have done that, but I just didn't want to lose you. That's all I needed. So the cops get there. They question me. They question her. And at the end, and when they questioned me, I didn't say anything. I said, officers, I'm going to reach for my phone. I had to do that. Again, I'm a black man, right? Like, I don't want to get shot. So I reached for my phone, turned on the recording. Clear as a bell, the entire conversation rang out. She got arrested for making a false accusation. She probably didn't stay in jail long. It was probably her first, I don't know, might not have been her first offense. I never saw her again after that. Now, the very next summer, she actually texted me and told me that she missed me. I put that on Twitter as well. And you can see that conversation on in Podpics. She says, hey, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. I freaked out, but I still miss you. Did not respond to that bitch. But this was the bitch who was confused as to why I did not try to fuck her on the first date. Shout out to Paperworks with the $5 super chat. He asks, what about girl that keep texting? But she says she doesn't think I would like to keep her company because she is boring. If a girl says to me, well, I don't think you'd want to hang out with me because I'm boring. At that point, ask, well, why do you think you're boring? Like, try me, right? Like, what? Like seriously, why do you think you're boring? At that point, you need to actually. There's really the way I would respond to that is just a couple of question marks. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $2 super chat. Says false flag females. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the best way to respond is double question marks. What she is doing is she is validation seeking. What she wants you to do is say, no, you're not boring. Even though I have no idea who you are, I'm sure you're the most amazing person in the world. That's what she wants you to do. Don't do that. Double question marks and keep it moving. She obviously likes you, though. Not trying to fuck her on the first date shows fear, guys. Okay? Women know this, and no matter what you tell her, she will know that fear is what is keeping you from making a move to fuck her. Girls do not respect fearful men. And I've got a second, guys. There we go. Okay. TSR Live is brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. If you are looking for a caffeine-free energy boost with laser focus and an enhanced mood for hours, look no further than Happy Hippo Kratom. They've got over 24 strains available at rock-bottom prices, and for a limited time, you can save an additional 25% off when you pay with Bitcoin. That includes your shipping, gentlemen. So go to happyhippoherbals.com today and take the first step in increasing your productivity and elevating your mood. That is happyhippoherbals.com. Follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. Like my Facebook page, TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. You can add me as well. Just do a quick search for Donovan Sharp. The Sharp Reality, no spaces, all one word, is where you guys can find me on Instagram. You can find the TSR archive on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, the Google Play app on your mobile device, and of course, right here on YouTube. For all things Donovan Sharp, go to donovansharp.com. There you will also find the TSR archive, every episode from the beginning, which includes Sharp Shorts, TSR Sports Talk, The Sharp Reality, and of course, all editions, all 185 editions now of TSR Live. You can also access the columns that I've written for Return of Kings and NegroManosphere.com under the Articles tab. I've got over 160 articles posted between the sites since 2013. So that's 5 years now. So if you want a solid supplement to the show, be sure to check those out. Shout out to Stebo with the $5 super chat. He asks, women always want me to take them out, but the assholes, they probably go straight to the house and fuck. Do she think I'm a sucker? Yes. Alpha fucks, beta bucks. She is using you for all of her non-sexual needs, and she's using you for all of her non-sexual needs. Then she goes and fucks the alphas. You're the beta. If they always want to take you out but then fuck somebody else, you're doing it wrong. You want to be the guy who gets to fuck her for free. Dude, do not take a woman, and speaking of first dates, do not take a woman to a sit-down restaurant at a first date. That is a no-no. That is some beta bucks shit. Don't do that. Take her out for cheap drinks. Take her to the movies. You get the movies, I get the popcorn. Take her bowling. You handle the rental, I'll take care of the games, we'll split the drinks. Make her invest. Make her understand that she has to earn your attention and resources. Just showing up and being a woman ain't gonna cut it, sweetheart. Because you're going and fucking this nigga for nothing. You're not gonna do that with me. So yes, she absolutely thinks that you are a sucker. Be sure to sign up for the TSR newsletter to keep up with the show. The weekly newsletter will review the previous week's episodes, keep you updated on upcoming guests and projects, as well as future events. Just go to the bottom of my homepage, donovansharp.com, plug in your email address, and you are good to go. Don't worry, guys. We respect your privacy, so we will not sell your information or spam you. And let us hit the chat. Of course, Brian Hodgson has super chatted about 17 times today. Shout out to AR4. Shout out to Donnell. Shout out to Braden Nation 2. Haven't seen you in here in a while. Braden Nation 2. Methinks you are a female. I think Braden Nation could be a female. I don't know. We'll see. I'm very good at ferreting that stuff out, but good to see you in here. Kyle Mitchell says, always go for the pussy on the first date. You might just get laid. Absolutely. Deron Brown says, just accomplished this today. That's what happens. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with the $5 super chat. He says, fuck that. She gets a nut smoothie and a Big Mac. You get a Big Mac and a fucking protein shake, bitch. Yeah, seriously. Never take a girl out to a sit-down restaurant on the first date. Listen, 25 years ago, that was okay. These days, girls will punish you. Girls will punish you. They will punish you for rewarding them without earning it. If you reward a woman with your time and attention, she will absolutely punish you. She will use you for her non-sexual needs and go fuck somebody else. Shout out to Pollard J09. Sexual polarity, masculine and feminine energy exists in all couples. Hetero, lesbian, gay. If she feels more masculine than you, you're out. Alpha fucks salute, sir. I could not have said that better myself. That's actually a very good comment. Very nice. Thaddeus Scott, good to see you in here. Lorenzo Davis, Professor Donovan, appreciate that. Astronomical 1 says, Donovan, I admit I love when you talk sports, man. Yeah, unfortunately, you're in the minority. I used to talk sports on here quite a bit. People got a little perturbed. Hey, listen, man. I'm a man of the people, trying to give the people what they want. So I try to keep the sports talk to a minimum. John Paul, shout out to you, says, Donovan be giving out them golden nuggets. Hey, I try, man. I try. DJ Batman says, how I keep my hoe in check, Donovan Sharps. Dude, Just watch the show. That's all you got to do, man. I can't listen, man. Like, this whole show is predicated on keeping your hoe in check. Raekwon Wimbish says at the end of the day, fellas, the worst she can say is no. Absolutely. If you go for the lay, the worst she can say is no. No big deal. That's how it works. And like I said before, if she sticks around after she rejects you, okay? Like, listen, man, like I've done this 1,000 times. You put your hand, listen, putting your hand on her tits, that's no big deal, right? Everybody does that. Dude, fingering her pussy, rubbing her pussy, that's fine too. When you try to take off the panties, that's when the rubber meets the road. And if she wants to fuck you, guess what? She's going to let you take those panties off. But if she doesn't want to fuck, oh, no. She does, nope. That's where the rubber meets the road. When you try to take off a woman's panties, dude, that's when she knows you were trying to fuck her, right? If she's DTF, guess what? She's going to let you take off them panties and rock the Casbah. If she doesn't, nope, she'll close her legs, blah, blah. I mean, that's how it works. Astronomical 1 says, Donovan, you ready for Philly season end tomorrow? Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, man. Like, I'm not the typical Phillies sports fan. Oh, we're gonna fucking lose. No. Like, I had high hopes. I was cautiously optimistic when we started the season. When we boat raced the Redskins, but then lost to the Chiefs, I said, okay, we're pretty good. And then we reeled off, 6, 7 in a row? At that point, I knew we were for real. Even after we lost to Seattle, I knew we were for real. Well, Carson Wentz tears his ACL against the Rams, and that was it. And Nick Foles came in and did a pretty good job. And Nick Foles is a decent backup. Dude, he's not Carson Wentz. So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's rainy out here in Philly. So, I don't know, maybe that'll slow down Julio Jones and Devontae Freeman and Mohamed Sanu and all of the fucking weapons they have on that Atlanta offense. But, listen, if we win tomorrow, hey, I'll take it. But I'm not holding my breath. Not holding my breath. T. Santana. Good to see you in here. Freelance Running, Mr. Old School Writer. So the mod squad is in the house. DJ Batman says, I want to smash first date. Hell yeah. We all want to smash. DJ Batman always says, no fap today, y'all. Listen, stop jerking off. Don't jerk your dick, guys. Don't jerk your dick. Walter Level, shout out to you. Mr. Old School Writer says, what's up, Deep 85? Great show last night. Yeah, last night was a good show. DJ Batman says, my nuts filling up. DJ Batman is keeping it real. Jeremy Yasnos says, how can I donate? Sharp assisted him with that. Appreciate that. T. Santana says, all hoes will front on the first date, but they will on the next date. That's the quick. Listen, you can always tell. Now, just because she doesn't fuck you on the first date does not mean she's not a hoe, right? Very few women can hold out twice. If a woman really wants to fuck you and she really likes you, she won't fuck you on the first date. She'll go home and she'll fucking squirt all over the place. Yeah, she'll be rubbing her. The next time, oh yeah. You are definitely going to be in the guts for sure. Absolutely. And of course, I'm going to scroll. Dantex 7. Good to see you in here. Unspoken Tomcat. He says, what's up, Donovan? Finally off work to see a live show. Brian Hodgson with another $5 super chat. He says, one time I had a fat bitch swing by. Wait, one time I had a fat bitch swing by. Got the sloppy knob in her car, and then it said, okay, catch you later. So you got the head from the fat bitch. And I'm told that fat bitch is in the guts means up in her pussy. Like, if you have a sizable cock, right? And you're fucking a girl and you have a big dick, it feels like you're like all up in her guts, like in her stomach or guts. Come on, man. DJ Batman, come on, man. Like, you know about that. Come on now. Come on, DJ. Quit jerking off, man. Gotta get on this stuff. Raekwon Wimbish says, LMAO, yo, Donovan, how long did it take for the cops to get there? I don't know, but it did not take them long. She called them up. I'd like to report a domestic disturbance. And then she said her name. I forgot what her fucking name is. Dee Dee. That was her name. I called her Jennifer in the article. Her name was Dee Dee. And she's like, my name is Dee Dee, blah, 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 blah. Then she was silent. Yep, he's a black guy. I don't know, like 6'5". Like, she told him I was 6'5". Like, oh my God. Dude, as soon as they got the call, there's, oh my God, a 6'5" black man beating up on a poor defenseless white girl. Dude, they probably got there in 30 seconds. Straight up. Shout out to Dantex7 with a $2 super chat. Appreciate that. It's Friday, guys. It's payday. Let's do it. Let's do it. V for Villain says, if not for that, Donovan would have been fucked. Yes. Had I not had the presence of mind to record our conversation, dude, I would have caught a felony domestic battery charge. Absolutely. And I would have spent no less than 72 hours in jail. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Micah McFarland says, is mid-40s too old to start a family, or do men hit the wall at this age? No, dude. You kidding me? Dude, men as men, we don't hit the wall until like our mid-50s? Something like that. If you want to start a family, start you a fucking family. Go out and get you an 18-year-old, 19-year-old Brazilian with fake tits, put a few babies in her, you're good to go. Straight up. Walter Levels, excellent comment. He says, quote, you are not special to any female, just one of many in line. Yes. Very, very good comment. Big shout out to Jamaican Peppa with the $25 super chat. Jamaican Peppa is in the house. One of the mods here in the towers. JP, I don't know if you are oh no, Brian Hodgson with the $2 super chat said head was bottomless like the fry she attacked daily. Hold on, man. Let me talk to JP. JP, I don't know if you're a mod on my other channel. If you jump on that other channel, chat, and I'll go ahead and mod you. But I greatly appreciate the $25 super chat, my friend. I appreciate the support. I really, really do. I really do. Now, let me get to this dumbass nigga Brian Hodge. He said head was bottomless like the fries. Listen, man, fortunately for me, I've never fucked a fat girl. But the one thing I hear about fat chicks is they give the bomb ass head. Like, they give that dome. They give the dome. Unbelievable. JP. Yeah, just whenever you can, man. Don't even sweat it. Let me get to this. Let me get to these other chats and see what we've got going on. Pauler J09 says, Jay Ajayi smoked Atlanta this year as a Dolphin with their shitty O-line. Dude, Jay Ajayi was an awesome pickup, dude. He was an awesome pickup. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with a $26 super chat. So he says, I see your 25, Jamaican Peppa, and I raise you one. Yes, by all means, continue to bid. Seriously, guys, I appreciate the support. Wow, $25 by Jamaican Peppa, $26 by Brian Hodgson. And Brian Hodgson at this point tonight has probably donated somewhere in the neighborhood of $374. So I certainly appreciate that. Certainly appreciate that. Bitches are weird. Yes, they are very, very weird. Yes, they are weird. Swade Senator, good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Mr. Old School Rider says, I never see Don and Sharp Assist in the same room. I don't know. Maybe I am Sharp Assist. Maybe. Somebody asked yesterday if Sharp Assist was AI. I forget who it was. That was fucking hilarious. Shout out to Chief Green Feather with the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. V for Villain is acting like the auctioneer. 27, 28, 29. We got 27, 28, 29. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you guys very much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. Freelance Verona said, damn, 6'5", she was really trying to get you hemmed up. Bruh. And the way she did it, like, it was like she was on autopilot. Yep, like the reported domestic disturbance. Yep. Dee whatever her last name was. Yep, he's a black guy. He's just looking at me, yeah, he's 6'5", blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, dude, I expected the cops to be like right there. Like a domestic disturbance. Big black man beating up on a poor defenseless white woman. Now, this was Las Vegas. Not that Las Vegas cops don't have personal biases, but had I been in a place like, I don't know, Kiln, Mississippi, Montgomery, Alabama, you guys know what I'm getting at? Psh, they'd have shot first, ask questions later. Charles Merchant says, fellas dumping down on payday. Yes, Friday is payday. Bring the thunder, guys. I appreciate the support. Victor Costin says, what happened to Corey? Corey didn't show. He did not show. Walter Level says, Donovan Sharp, throw me a wrench. Got to put in a little more time than that. A little more time than that. Listen, I'm not going to make you mod if you ask me. Truth from Troy. Oh boy, I'm getting told. You guys are. I'm getting told on here. He says, honestly, I thought Sharp Assist was AI myself. That means Sharp Assist is doing a very good job. Astronomical One says, Donovan, I need an excuse to go back to her place. My logistics are fucked up, so I can't go to my place. What excuse can I use to invite her over after the meetup? Dude, make something up, man. Like, hey, you want to come back and see my vintage record collection? Hey, I collect goldfish. Would you like to come back and see it? Make up anything. And when you make this excuse, the girl will know exactly what you were angling for. If she says, no, I don't want to come back and see your vintage record collection, she doesn't want to fuck you. But if she says, sure, I'd love to come over and see your Japanese dolls that you brought over from Tokyo, she knows you're full of shit. It's that plausible deniability. That's what that is. Shout out to Freelance Ronin with the $5 super chat. Shout out to Lewis Key with the $5 super chat. Freelance says, here's a nickel bag of funk. Lewis Key says, this is valuable information. Thank you guys very much. Let's see. Swag Stupid says, Donovan, like The Weeknd says, can you let me stretch that pussy out or nah? Simple as that. That's right. That was The Weeknd that did that cut? Wait, that's the Or Nah remix, right? With T.I. $sign. Can you let that stretch? I remember that one. Maybe they use the same lyric. That's exactly right. Victor Costin says, hey Donovan, what if she's not American? Give me a second. Up into Corey. Give me a little more context. I've lost my train of thought on that one. Truth from Troy says, any hoe can put false allegations on you. Race is not a factor. Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about with the yeah. Listen, even if she is, if a woman accuses a man of a domestic disturbance, you're going to be guilty till proven innocent. But if she's a white girl and she's getting beat up on by a black man, cops respond much more quickly to that. Absolutely. Absolutely. AR4 asks, is I Am Coming tomorrow? I saw a tweet a few days ago. Yes. Shout out to Scream. $2 super chat says, everybody's tricking today. Keep tricking. I'm on my stripper pole. Keep throwing that money on the stage. Yes. Shout out to former White Knight with the $2 donation. He says, white women I want to fuck when I approach roadmap to shifting white women to girlfriends. Email me, former White Knight. Email me, donovansharprok@gmail.com. I've got a very quick answer for you. I've got to move on with the show. But email me, donovansharprok@gmail.com. I've got a very quick solution for that. All right, moving right along. Let's go to the number 3 reason that you should always try to fuck her on the first date. It shows that you are sexually attracted to her. Guys, women want a lot of things in this world. They want money, they want security, they want a good man. The number one thing they want is to be desired. Okay? I don't know if you guys have ever watched the show Sons of Anarchy, but Gemma Teller Morrow dropped this little nugget on a young girl she was counseling about the sexual dynamics between men and women. She says, only men want to be loved. Women need to be wanted. Women don't want to be loved, guys. They want to be desired. They want men to want to fuck him, to want to fuck her. Okay? Guys, listen. I don't care if you look like the love child of Chris Hemsworth and Shamar Moore. If she doesn't think you're attracted to her, she doesn't think you want to fuck her. And if she doesn't think you want to fuck her, she's not going to want to fuck you. Because in order for a woman to be aroused by you, she has to know that you are aroused by her. She has to know you want to fuck her. As men, on the other hand, we don't care. Honestly, we could not give less of a shit if a girl was turned on by us or not. Right? So long as she's hot, we want to fuck her. Doesn't matter if she thinks we look like a troll. Doesn't matter if she wouldn't come near us. It wouldn't matter if she doesn't come near us unless we're worth $100 million. Doesn't matter. The most important thing for women is to be sexually desired, for men to want to fuck her. And if the object of her desire, the guy she wants to fuck, shows disinterest in her sexually, it's almost like a switch turns off in her head. She still thinks she's attractive, but she no longer wants to fuck him because he doesn't want to fuck her, right? It's an ego thing with women. It's part of who they are. Women are quite literally defined by the sexual options they do or do not have. They can talk, listen, and again, they can talk, women these days, they can talk all they want about wanting men to respect their intelligence or like their personalities or value their opinion. But she's not fucking guys who don't want to fuck her, all right? If a man doesn't show sexual interest in her, it badly bruises her ego. Dude, just look at the Lena Dunham, Odell Beckham Jr. situation. Just do a Google on that. That was some funny ass shit. Lena Dunham just could not believe that Odell Beckham Jr. did not want to fuck her. She's this big movie star. Lena Dunham, sweetheart, you are ugly. This is why Odell Beckham Jr. didn't want to fuck you. This is why he didn't want to holler. It badly bruised her ego. Now, how this applies to trying to fuck her on the first date is simple. If you try to fuck her, she'll know that you're sexually attracted to her. Okay? Now, you're probably saying at this point, okay, Donovan, that's obvious. And it is. But guys, I'm telling you, a woman never really knows that you want to fuck her until you try to fuck her. She can make all the assumptions she wants, guys. Okay? Listen, she can safely assume that if you approached her, struck up conversation, got her phone number, and set up a date with her, that you are attracted to her. But she also knows that a lot can happen before that date. A lot can happen before and during the date. You might meet another girl. She might do or say something to you that turned you off during the date. Okay? It could be any number of things as far as she's concerned. But one thing that all men are grossly unaware of is the extremely high level of insecurity among women. Okay? They can act like every guy wants them. Every guy wants them, that they're hot and all that. They can act like all that stuff. But deep down, they're not really sure. They never are. Well, listen, why else do you think they post ass pictures on Facebook? They're not doing it to show you that they're attractive. They're doing it to get sexually validated. That's why they do this, okay? Listen, if Big Titty Brianna puts a picture on Instagram and doesn't get any likes, do you think she's telling herself, well, fuck these niggas, I know I'm hot? No. She's wondering, holy shit, I didn't get any likes? Am I not attractive? Am I ugly? Do men not want to fuck me? Females are notoriously insecure, especially the hot ones, right? Listen, 9s and 10s don't compare themselves to 9s and 10s. They compare them to 6s and 7s. They compare themselves to 9s and 10. Shout out to Chrislyn Jackson with the $2 super chat, new supporter. Appreciate that, my friend. Again, guys, when you try to, never assume that a woman assumes that you want to fuck her. Like I said, she can safely assume different things, but she never really knows unless you try to pull down those panties. She never really knows. So reason number 3 as to why you should try to fuck her on the first date is that it shows you that she is sexually attracted to her. Shout out to Brian Hodgson with another $2 super chat. He said, okay, I'm out of money. Where do I send my food stamps? I tell people all the time, but dude, if I were ever on food stamps, I'd be rich. Dude, as much as I eat, the money I spend on food, if I can get that paid for, I'd be solid. The fourth and final reason as to why you should always try to fuck her on the first date. And guys, this is the most important reason. I could have actually done the show with this reason because a lot of you guys have pointed this out. Okay? You will find out whether or not she is a slut. All right? I can't tell you guys how many times after I fucked a girl on the first date and she's wiping my load off of her face and she says to me, I don't usually do this. Or I never sleep with guys on the first date, which we all know is 1000% bullshit. And if there are girls who are watching this who say this, do you actually believe that we believe you? Right? Like, do you believe that do you think that we think that we're the only man who's ever fucked you 3 hours after we met? Okay? You think we don't know that we're not the first guy who gave you think that we don't know that we're not the first guy who gave you ass to mouth after the first meetup? Okay? You think we don't know that we're not the first guy that you conveniently forgot mentioning using a condom to? Ladies, let me let you in on a little secret, ladies, for all you bitches out here watching. No man ever believes you when you tell us that you don't normally fuck guys on the first date. We know you're lying. There's nothing special about us, and we know this. Yes, we know we have game, and yes, we know we're attractive, but we also know that we happen to be in the right place at the right time, and it happened to be the time of the month where, that time of the month in your cycle where all you can think about is cock. Okay? We know we're not using magic tricks or seduction techniques to hypnotize you and make you do shit that you wouldn't normally do or that you didn't want to do in the first place. We know you're sluts. Even guys who don't have any red pill awareness knows that when you tell a guy, I don't usually do this, that you're lying, that you're full of shit. If you want us to think that you don't fuck guys on the first date, then don't let us fuck you on the first date. We don't believe what we hear. We believe what we see. And when you tell us you don't fuck guys on the first date, right after getting fucked on the first date, that's like telling us that you never drink after doing 12 shots of tequila and passing out. Now, getting back to what I was saying here. Here's the thing. The reason why girls say they don't usually do this is because she likes you, right? If she didn't like you, she wouldn't give a shit. Well, you're the sixth guy I fucked this week. That means she didn't like you. But she likes you if she tells you this lie. Okay? She likes you and the sex was good. If you fuck her good, and by the way, guys, the only thing you need to be good at sex, the only thing that you need to do to be good at sex is fuck her as hard as you can. Rough sex, okay? And you know what? Listen, I'll divert here. Here's a pro sex tip for all you guys out there. Donovan, how do I become excellent in bed? How do I become a porn star? It's real simple. If you want a girl to say, "Oh my God, the sex was great," you only need to do 3 things. Number 1, fuck her hard. Number 2, pull her hair. Number 3, smack her ass. That's it. Okay? You don't have to lick her pussy. You don't have to find her erogenous zones. You don't even have to make her squirt. You don't have to make her come. So long as you pound the life out of her, leave red marks on her ass and pull her hair, you're a sex god as far as she's concerned. And it doesn't matter what size you are. You can have a 10-inch cock or a 2-inch cock. Doesn't matter. Do those 3 things, and girls will love fucking you every time. They'll tell their friends, "Oh my God, he's a fucking porn star. I think I'm in love." That's it, guys. That's all you have to do. Fuck her hard, smack her ass, pull her hair. That's it. That's the secret. You don't have to move a certain way. You don't have to find no. Fuck her hard, smack her ass, pull her hair. That's it. 3 steps. That's it. Anyway, if a girl tells you she doesn't usually fuck guys on the first date, it probably means that she likes you, right? Like think about it. The whole package is there. You boldly approached her and got the digits. Okay. You set up the date by telling her where to meet you rather than asking, "Hey, would you like to go out sometime?" Like you gave her instructions. Tariq King Nasheed, right? You escalated during the date. You maintained your frame and masculinity. You showed fearlessness when you went in for the kill, and her hair was a complete mess after you fucked the life out of her. Of course she's gonna like you, guys. And girls know very early on whether or not they want to be your girl. And if she tells you that she doesn't usually do this, this is a telltale sign she wants to be your girl. If after you fuck a girl, she says, "Well, I don't usually do this," guys, guess what? She wants to be your girl. Now, she's not going to tell you that yet. She's not going to tell you want to be your girl yet. But she already knows that sometime down the line, she's going to make a play to be exclusive with you. Guys, this has happened to me. I can't even tell you how many times this happened. I don't usually do this. 3 weeks later, "So what are we anyway? Like, are we a thing?" They're all the same, man. And now here's the thing. Because all girls know that high-value men that they actually like and respect, don't commit to sluts, she's going to do her best to convince you that you're the first guy who's ever fucked her on the first date in her life. And for this reason, you should always try to fuck her on the first date. Because if she lets you, you know she's a slut, guys. You know she's a slut. Doesn't matter if you had to try 3 or 4 times to finally close the deal that night. She still let you fuck her on the first date, which puts her directly into the slut category, which is where she's supposed to be. I have this conversation with my friend Paul all the time. I tell him, "Dude, if girls want commitment, they absolutely cannot give in. They cannot let me fuck them. Because I'm going to try to fuck you, right? All right, I'm not going to be afraid to make the first move. I'm not afraid of rejection. If I want to fuck a girl, I'm going to try. And if you let me fuck you, great. We had great sex. It's all going to be good. But understand that the moment my cock enters your mouth or any orifice on your person, the chances of you being my girlfriend are 0. 0. I'll continue to fuck you. I'll let you come over and have a few drinks, right? Binge over my couch once, maybe twice a week. But if I fuck you on the first date, there is no way I am ever making you my main chick. There's no way I am committing to you or becoming exclusive with you. Trying to fuck a girl on the first date is the one true way to find out whether or not she's a slut. Guys, she can say whatever she wants. She can act however she wants to act. But no matter what she does or says, I don't care if she shows up in a fucking church dress with a church Bible. If she gives up the ass on the first date, you put her in the slut category, which means all she gets from you, all she gets from me, is dick and the occasional whiskey shot. Now, like I said earlier, just because she doesn't fuck you on the first date doesn't mean she's not a slut. Listen, a lot of girls doing this these days, right? They don't fuck you on the first date. They wait for date number 3 like they advised you to do back in the 80s, especially women who are past the wall. So if she doesn't fuck you on the first date, it doesn't mean that she's not a slut, okay? But it keeps her off of the potential side chick list, at least for a little while anyway. Guys, if you have questions, comments, show ideas, or personal stories you'd like to share, if you want to shoot the shit, hit me at DonovanSharp, ROK@gmail.com. Drop me your thoughts, any show requests you might have, potential show topics, and everything in between, and I'll be sure to give you credit on air for your contribution. I'm not trying to, definitely not trying to plagiarize. Oh, wait a minute, jumping the gun here. And listen, and here's another thing, guys. If you got, and people have done this already, and I'm gonna start bringing this stuff on. If you guys see an article, a video, Duma 10 sent me a great video that I talked about on the Instagram feed. If you hear a story or anything else that you think would be a great show topic, send those in to DonovanSharp, ROK@gmail.com. There's not a man in here that's watching this that doesn't want a bigger cock, better stamina, and to be able to fuck better. Well, in volume 13 of Donovan's Den, which I dropped this week, I give you guys the techniques I used myself to grow a bigger cock, increase my stamina, and improve my sexual performance. Now, guys, this isn't bullshit, all right? I'm not sitting here telling, listen, my cock is bigger. I can fuck a lot longer than I used to, and listen, I don't hear any complaints about my skill as far as that's concerned. Remember, I do the 3 main things. I fuck her hard, I pull her hair, I smack her ass, and I'm the sex god, right? Listen, if she keeps getting on her knees to suck my cock, I can only conclude that I'm doing something right. That's no big deal. Anyway, if you want the exact techniques I used myself, subscribe to Donovan's Den today on Patreon for just $5 a month. You'll learn you'll learn other things like how to kill your approach anxiety, how to spot undercover slut tells, and how to become more attractive to beautiful women without saying a word. $5 per month is less than 17 cents a day, guys. Listen, that's enough for even, actually, you know what? It says in the script here, that's enough for y'all's broadcasts, but you guys have donated. Well, I don't know. Brian Hutchin is probably broke today after donating $474 in Super Chat. Either way, go to patreon.com/DonovanSharp now to get your hands on this valuable information and subscribe to Donovan's Den. So, I am going to address a hater. And I always thought he was a hater because he's sort of like an undercover hater. He's sort of passive aggressive. Like I said, this guy grabbed my attention the very first time in episode 35 part 2, actually. And episode 35 part 2 was entitled, "Do Black Men Devalue Themselves When They Admit That White Men Are at the Top of the Sexual Food Chain?" Astronomical 1 says, "What are you going to do with ad hominem?" Right. Okay. So this guy, Ralph Hayes, thinks that I put white men on a pedestal. He responded very negatively to what I said, that all things being equal, white women prefer white men. All things being equal, most women prefer white guys. That doesn't mean that I think that white guys are better than black guys. That doesn't mean that I think white men are the most valuable men on earth. Strictly within the context of the sexual marketplace, all things being equal, most women prefer white guys. White guys are almost everybody's type. Okay? Here is a soundbite of the very first time I addressed him. Take a listen.
Ralph Hayes writes in, "I bet you they don't care if their white daughters brought home LeBron. Money and status would trump that mud shark shit." Ralph, you're 100% right. But if there were a white equivalent of LeBron, that white daughter would choose him over the black LeBron. Again, all things being equal. Ralph writes in again on the same episode. He says, boy, you better go watch Get Out. That's a movie. He says, value yourself. You always act like the white man is the end all be all. Slave mentality, man. White males won't give his daughter up, but will let a black man nail his wife because a cuckold is alive and well. You devalue yourself, and I like your content, but you put the white man on a pedestal, which is fucking stupid considering you're a black. A lot of white dudes can just be corny and lame. Most white males aren't fucking CEOs or bosses. A lot are just average and have problems like any black man would. So on an even playing field, I see a lot of attractive white girls who just feel brothers are more than white boys. Doesn't mean they have a fucking problem. Good points again, Ralph, but your personal biases are clouding your judgment. Nothing wrong with that. It's the human condition, but that doesn't mean you're not wrong. Acknowledging white men are most women's type has nothing to do with slave mentality. All I'm talking about is pussy, man. It sounds to me like you think pussy is the end all be all, which is why you're bringing everything into your responses like slave mentality and pedestal. Relax, dude. It's just pussy, and pussy ain't that serious. And I'm not going to watch some movie to educate myself on anything. Hollywood isn't real life, and we both know that. I've heard that Get Out is a good movie, but I'm not going to change my mentality because of a movie. And anyone who does that is a weak-minded individual.
Yeah, so Astronomical One says he used Get Out as an example. Right! This is why I got on Corey Alexander Haywood's ass. Now, he didn't directly use Get Out as an example, but the cover, the picture that he used for the cover, 10 ways that dating white women will show black men how racism exists, whatever the fuck that. Like, dude, Get Out was a mythical movie. It's like some off-the-wall science fiction shit. You got niggas out here giving that credit. Man, did you see Get Out? Like, that's really how it is out here in these streets? Nigga, no. And Ralph Hayes is dumbass. And Ralph Hayes, if you're watching this, you're a dumbass nigga. For serious. And I ain't done with you yet. So, then he drops this little nugget on me earlier today. On my episode yesterday, Stop Lying to Women. He says, quote, Alpha Strategies, he's talking about Alpha Male Strategies, a fellow YouTuber, okay, advocated lying to them, meaning women. So, first of all, that comment tells me that he didn't watch or listen, because had he taken the time to watch or listen, he'd have heard this. Last Thursday, I gave you guys 5 necessary lies that you need to tell your woman. Right. Had he listened for 5 minutes, let's play it again, he would have heard this. Last Thursday, I gave you guys 5 necessary lies that you need to tell your woman. Okay. Now, like most ignorant ass trolls, Ralph Hayes formulated an opinion based upon incomplete information. He's lazy. Okay? Black people are not lazy. Dumbass niggas are lazy. He read the title and made up his mind. Not surprising. This is what ignorant people do. Okay, whatever. But what his comment did was make it very obvious what he was trying to do, which was stirring up drama between myself and Alpha Male Strategies, a fellow black YouTuber. This nigga's trying to start drama because he has a female mindset, as we all heard from his comment that I just played from way back in episode 35, part 2. Now, what he's referring to is Alpha Male Strategy. Alpha Male Strategies. He advocates that men lie to women in order to sleep with them. And I agree with that. But me, Donovan Sharp, I also think that there are lies that men tell their women that hurt their chances of sleeping with them and maybe forging a relationship, right? And that's what I explained on yesterday's show. He didn't address the fact that I, too, advocate lying to your woman. No. He read the title and formulated opinion. Ralph knows that Alpha Male Strategies advocates lying to women, right? And I know that Ralph also doesn't like me. So what he decided to do was run to my channel, okay, and say, Alpha Male Strategies advocated lying to women, for the sole purpose of getting a rise and a response out of me to disagree with Alpha Male Strategies, which would start a back and forth, which is drama, okay? And listen, Ralph, being the female he is, he would have loved it. Nice try, Ralph. You are as transparent as your fucking ignorant ass comment. And let's not get it twisted, guys. Ralph doesn't like me because of the way I sound. Okay? He doesn't. Like, the comments that he left, it is very obvious that he automatically discredits me because of the way I sound. Okay, part of the gig, right? There are plenty of niggas out there who don't like me because of the way I talk. I've got light skin, I talk like a white guy. They discredit me because I sound like a white guy, which is some ignorant ass shit. But that's okay. Niggas gonna be niggas, right? Can't do nothing about that. But then to turn around and to throw out some bullshit as bait to start some shit between me and another black YouTuber, that's nigga bullshit. I'm not here for the drama, guys. I'm not here to attack like-minded men. I'm not here to go back and forth and do response videos on what this guy said and this. No, I'm not here for it. Okay? I'm here to help men improve their lives. Okay? That's it. I don't get involved with petty-ass drama. I'm 40 years old, guys. I don't have time for that. And listen, by the way, if there's anyone watching who would like for me to start some shit with someone in the manosphere or the black manosphere, you're going to be disappointed because that's not what I do. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what about Corey Alexander Haywood, right? You called him out. Yes, I did. The difference is that Corey Haywood is not red pill. He's not of the manosphere community. He and I disagree on a fundamental level. He wrote an ignorant ass article and I wanted him on the show so I could air him out and let him know why he's full of shit. Alpha Male Strategies and I are on the same team. So is O'Shea, so is Angry Man, so is Alan Roger Curry, so is Kevin Samuels, Steve the Dean, etc. I'm not stirring up drama with my allies, guys. And if there are guys out there who want me, who want to do that, or if there are guys out there who want to stir up drama, cool, more power to them. And just because I don't engage in that sort of thing doesn't mean I have a problem with it, and it doesn't mean I'm going to chastise those who do it. Listen, do you. If that's what works for you, fine. You're not going to hear from me. Ralph's dumbass tried to bait me into attacking someone on my own team to start the drama that he loves to see. Ralph is a fucking female. He's a fucking hater who tried to draw me into some drama with a like-minded individual. Guys, let's not mistake anything. Alpha Male Strategies knows his shit. There is no doubt about it. I've watched his videos. Okay? He and I are fundamentally aligned on what females are, what their motivations are, and how to deal with him. Yes, we may disagree on a few minor details, as do all men, right? Okay? But because we're two different people who understand that one size doesn't fit all, especially comes to people, we're going to disagree on stuff. Everyone knows you don't handle every single female the same way. So while there may be some things that I say that he disagrees with and vice versa, as far as I'm concerned, we're on the same page. And for that reason, I'm not going to listen to dumbass niggas like Ralph Hayes trying to start some shit. Nigga, I ain't dumb, man. Like honestly, Ralph, if you're listening to this, I'm talking directly to you here. You honestly thought that based on your stupid ass comment, I was going to go and do some 30-minute rant as to why men should never lie to women under no circumstances. You got to be a real man, tell her the truth. And your bitch ass was going to run right back to Alpha Male Strategies channel and say, hey, did you hear what Donovan said about you? You're not going to let him get away with that, are you? Ralph, you're a fucking hater. You don't like me because of the way I sound and because I tell uncomfortable truths about the sexual marketplace. This is why you hate me. Nigga, you hate me because you want to be me. Your ass wishes you had a girl as hot as mine. You wish you had a blonde-haired girl with a fucking fat ass who can cook. But you know you can't. So you do dumb shit like this to try to take me down a peg, try to make me look bad. Fuck you, nigga. Unsubscribe from my channel. And anyone out there who wants to see this drama between dudes in the black manosphere, fuck y'all too. Unsubscribe because that shit ain't happening here. Not in TSR. This channel is for men who want to improve their lives. Okay? They want to improve their bodies and mind, become good with women, and live a life of dominance. So if you want me to go back and forth with this nigga and that and with like-minded men, you got the wrong channel. Stay the fuck off my channel, Ralph. Hating ass niggas like you is exactly what's wrong with the black male community. Acting like a fucking female. All right. Oh man, I had veins bulging. I can't stand niggas like that dude, man. And he was like, I like your content. Nah, nigga, you don't like my content. Like, get the fuck out of here with that, man. And I'm not about that drama, man. Like, dude, and like I said, listen, man, like I know there are guys on there who have disagreements and they talk about it. Okay, fine. That's not me, man. I'm not that guy. I went after Corey Alexander Haywood because he's not a red pill guy. I'm not gonna attack, dude. If I got a problem with O'Shea or Angry Man or Kevin Samuels, guess what? I'm gonna pick up my phone and I'm gonna address it. Now, some guys may not do it that way. That's perfectly cool with me. I don't have a problem with that. But I can't stand niggas who like, hey, guess what this nigga said about you on his other channel. Dude, Alpha Male Strategies knows his shit. This nigga's got, what, 90 videos? He's got almost 10,000 subscribers. Why? There's nothing he's doing that's secret. He knows his shit. Dude, people fuck with Alpha Male Strategies because he knows his shit. No question about it. I'm not gonna attack him just because some nigga came on here and get the fuck out of here with that. Anyway. All right, let me scroll back up here. Oh, V for Villain says a man with bitch tendencies, Ralph. Unspoken Tomcat says this Ralph is a fucking dummy. Wow. Okay, so I guess you guys know about him too. Anti-Gravity 74 says, shit, what did I miss? You have to catch it on the restream, dude. Good to see you in here, AG. Shout out to Danielle Simmons, $10 super chat says, keep up the great work, fam. Appreciate the support, gentlemen. You guys have really come through for me tonight. You guys really have. I'm gonna have to give a shout out to all of you guys. Freelance Ronan says Alpha Male Strategies content is way different from Donovan's. It is as different as apples and bananas. Okay, all right. I've seen a couple of his videos and he has a very different approach. But if you read between the lines, like if you know your red pill shit, AMS knows his shit. And listen, guys, if you're looking for a supplement, dude, go to his channel, man. He keeps it succinct. He keeps it like he is very bare bones, right to the point. He gives you the real. He doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. And men need to do that. Super Kokujin 916 says, to the idiots using Get Out as a scare tactic. Here he goes. And I address this. The director is half white and married to a white woman. Now find something else to use for your paper-thin reasoning. Exactly. Jordan Peele is married to Chelsea somebody or other. She's a comedian. Dude, she's a white girl. Like, come on, man. Unbelievable. Sway Senator says, Ralph is on some nonsense. Dude, I'm telling you, I can't listen, man, I can't stand that nigga, man. I hope he unsubscribes. Fuck out of here. Astronomical One says ad hominem. That's some funny shit, man. Hashtag ad hominem. Sway Senator, yep. Ralph is a self-made bitch. Freelance, thank you. The voice. You guys like the Beta Donovan voice, man. My brother actually listens to the stream, and he called me on Tuesday night. He's like, "Yeah, man, I like the Beta Donovan voice. It's pretty funny." Straight up, man. Brian Hodgson says, "Oh." Astronomical One says, "I hate Donovan because he has a crispy hairline and I don't have hair." Yeah, I actually gotta tighten it back up. I gotta take it down a little bit. It's getting a little long. Straight up. Snake ass niggas. I'm telling you, I can't stand people that do that shit, man. V for Villain says veins bulging like Vegeta. Brian Hodgson, $2 super chat says, random question, can you fit in a smart car? I've never tried, but I doubt it. Dude, those things are like roller skates, right? Like, I'm not gonna drive a boiled egg around. I'm not gonna do that. I feel like if I hit a speed bump, I'm gonna die. I like the V for Villain said veins bulging like Vegeta. Yeah. When I get mad and I get like, yeah, I'm one of these dudes. You can tell when I'm pissed off. Astronomical One says, I hate Donovan because he can do more sit-ups than me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I can't stand that dude. V for Villain says, Donovan, thank you for pointing out Alpha Male Strategies. Never heard of his channel until you mentioned it. Guys, listen. He's relatively new on the scene. I guess he's been doing this for a few months. Dude churns out a lot of content. He knows his shit. He really does. And I don't endorse people who don't know what they're talking about, but he knows his shit for sure. For sure. He's blowing up fast, man. He's been at this. I've been at this a lot longer than him. He's got a lot more subscribers than I do, so he's definitely doing something right. Chuck Chillout says, would love to see an AMS and TSR collaboration. Yeah, that's actually in the works. I'm going to try to put something together with him and Kevin Samuels. Absolutely. Anti-Gravity 74 says, men like him is what's wrong with the black community. That's that, dude, that's that nigga bullshit, man. Like, seriously? You're going to try to start something between two dudes who are trying to help you out? Like, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Astronomical One says, I hate Donovan because he's got a beard and I got peach fuzz and I'm 37. Oh my God. Truth from Choice says, do your sisters watch the stream? Hell no. Oh my God. Fuck no. No way. Are you fucking serious? Actually, on Thanksgiving, I let my sister listen. One of my sisters listened to the theme, and she was like, what is this? I was like, yeah, let me get those headphones about you. V for Villain says, Donovan is 5% sand. Yeah, like if I get mad, like my hair just turns blonde. That's the geek in me coming out. Saiyan, Dragon Ball, Vegeta, Goku, Gohan. I used to watch a lot of that stuff back in the day. Krillin, Bulma, Piccolo. I'm revealing my inner nerd. I haven't watched Dragon Ball since like my 20s, man. Kevin Samuels in the motherfucking house. He said he's about to Kamehameha Ralph. Hell yeah, dude. Like, seriously. And Kevin rightfully points out, Alpha Male Strategies knows his shit. Guys, I'm telling you, the guy knows his shit. And you know what? I'll tell you what. One thing he does that I'm unable to do, he's able to put things succinctly, right? Like, for me to, he explains in 10 words what takes me 300 to explain. I'm a long-winded, mouthy motherfucker. This nigga tells you straight up, yo, tap that ass. She wants you to. And if you try and she doesn't let you, she wants you to try again. End of discussion. 2-minute video, he's out. 20,000 views. The guy knows his shit, man. Check him out. Unspoken Tomcat says, Ralph must not have had a dad growing up. Truth from Troy says, pitting men against each other and stepping back, is that some feminine I swear to God, man. I swear to God. Paulie. Oh, Paul Sanabria says, loving some Dragon Ball GT. I didn't watch Dragon Ball GT a lot. I know about Frieza and Dodoria and Zarbon, I think. Man, we are geeking out in the towers tonight. God damn. Chase LeBeau says, Ralph is mad because Donovan has more tea and can lift his body weight on the bench press. Right. Like, don't be mad at me. Fuck out of here. Sharp Assist says, Alpha Male Strategies is ETF 42, right? That wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise me. Yeah, you know what? Has anybody seen Alpha Male Strategies and ETF 42 in the same room at the same time? Huh? V for Villain says Dragon Ball Super is better. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since before 2000, like 98, man. Straight up. Ah, Fist of the North Star, yes. Ken, Jaggy, and Rao. Oh my God, man, I'm really geeking out. Unspoken Tomcat says Dragon Ball Super is the shit now. Truth from Troy says, funny enough, most black people I know of that know of Dragon Ball Z, even hood niggas, man, I'm telling you. Good to see you, Paul Sanabria. Says he's feeling better, getting stronger. Kenyatta Kendrick says, go Eagles. Man, we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. My thanks to all of my super chatters. Brian Hodgson, who I'm pretty sure donated $200 in super chat. He gave me like I'm the stripper. He threw $200 in ones on the screen. Jamaican Peppa. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you Monday.